Can somebody explain to me? Can somebody? I don't know how far the mic. I don't know if the mic is picking this up. Let me put the mic right here. All right. I don't know. Can somebody explain to me? Can somebody get into Tony Khan's head and explain to me what he is thinking with his writing? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand what he is thinking. Dynasty I gotta sit down. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna get like, and I got stomach aches today. I ain't feeling good. I've been using, you know what, doing, you know what. I ain't feeling good today. Excuse you, you won't see my butt, but I'm gonna sit down here and let. Can somebody explain to me, please? Just explain to me what they are doing in AEW. Okay, let me take a breath here. Like, Tony Khan, Tony. Okay, sorry. All right, I didn't see Dynasty because I wasn't going to pay $50 for something that was going to be 5 hours and I had to work the next morning. Okay, but I watched the reviews. I saw people's opinions. I'm not going over the whole pay-per-view, okay? There were some good matches. There were bad matches, and whatnot. Tonight's Dynamite. I think it's Dynamite Wednesdays. Yeah, Collision's on Saturdays. Okay. Here's the thing. What gets me so pissed right now with AEW is they have some amazing talent. By far some of the best talent wrestlers in the business. They really do. That's one thing I will give Khan all the credit in the world. He has found talent on the independent and the Lucha Libre Mexican there, New Japan. The talent is undeniable. And a lot of the talent that wasn't being used in WWE went over to AEW. Just like AEW, talent's going to WWE. But I don't understand this writing he's doing. I just don't get it. Someone explain it to me. Clearly, AEW is trying to do a invasion-esque storyline with the Death Riders, I think they call themselves. Here's the thing that's pissed off people, okay? And it pisses me off. Moxley won the title back in like October or something. He's had it in a briefcase. They haven't even shown the title on TV. Your main title, the title that is supposed to be the best, the greatest championship in the business now, you haven't even shown it on TV. You've kept it in a briefcase because Moxley walks around saying no one deserves to even view it. Okay. If they're going against your entire company, if the idea is that they are going against your entire company and no one is safe, one, I'm annoyed. It's the same person winning, and you're killing guys. Strickland is one of those guys. He's a top guy in your company right now. He should have won. Right? He should have won. You put the title on him. Now you have Moxley really going after him. And honestly, the whole thing is like you've had now Darby Allin, he's taking a break. Hangman Page came in and helped Strickland or went after it. If you're going to do the invasion storyline, you can't just have them beat up people or do whatever people and they don't do anything. Copeland is now the FTR turned on Copeland when Copeland was just going against, whatever their name, the group is again. I already forgot. Death Riders. Okay, you're going to have that. So now they've taken out Copeland. I don't know if FTR is going to join Death Riders. Maybe tonight that's going to be all. Tonight better be a hell of a Dynamite and so much explanation better happen. And the other thing that got me is the Young Bucks. I shouldn't say it's not that I don't like them. I think they're good athletes. I think they are, but I've always thought they were way too high in themselves. And they had annoyed the hell out of me. Their storyline, once they kind of did the EVP and executives and elite and all that, like they did that whole thing where they were kind of, it was like they were tag champs and then Death Riders, kind of went against them. And everyone's I remember Darby Allin was like, this is your company. Fight for your company. And the last we saw them was they were leaving in a place, and they were leaving and shredding papers up and getting in a van. And then we didn't see them forever. And they showed up on Dynasty on, Sunday night and caused Strickland the match. So what does that mean? Are they turning heel and joining, well, not turning heel, but are they joining Death Riders, which doesn't make sense because Death Riders this is supposed to be your company, and Death Riders was trying to destroy your company, and you're never going to join them now? It doesn't what? No. It should have been, last night should have been, if they're going to come back, they come back and they assist Strickland. They don't have to be friends with him, but that's where you start this movement now. If tonight is just more of Moxley coming out and talking, or if the end of the night they just have him come out and beat people up and that's it, it's turning into, like, honestly, the end of the NWO. When the NWO is at that point where you're just watching going, is anyone going to ever really beat those guys up? Is anyone going to ever really win against the NWO? And they didn't. And that's probably in WCW failed. I don't think AEW is going anywhere anytime soon, which I'm happy with. I'm glad there's another thing. But Khan, man, learn to write. Learn from WWE. They aren't doing a good job in AEW. This is kind of a rant because it was really annoying when I watched it, just as a fan and as a fan of wrestling and as a fan of good storytelling and how I don't want to see, I don't want to see another DX. I don't want to see another NWO. I'm fine with an invasion storyline, but if you're going to do an invasion storyline, it's got to make some sense. None of the moves you're doing, Con, are making sense. And if you're going to turn and if this is going to be something where maybe, I don't know, the Young Bucks turn and they actually are, they become the recruiters for that, why would you have them beat Strickland up, one of your top guys who you would think, is going to go for this? Unless Strickland now is going to go away from the title and you're going to bring somebody new into the title, it doesn't make sense. If the Young Bucks somehow are going after the title, or now, if they just come up on Tonight Dynamite and they're like, we're going for the tag title, that makes no sense. You just took out the number one contender for the world title. You're a tag team. How does this make sense? If you're going to join Death Riders, why are you joining the group that's trying to take out the company that you built? Unless they're going to come out and they say, we're going against Tony Khan, but it's not the company we built, and we see what they're saying. It just doesn't work. Doesn't work. I don't like that they are heel. They've been heels this whole time. It'd be good for them to come back to the baby face or the babies, but it's going to turn out bad. I got a feeling this is going to just be another dragged out. Moxley's going to hang on to the title till at least probably I think it's All In Texas, and that's in July. I mean, that's just, no, it's too long. They shouldn't have done it that way. Now, I do think WWE does this kind of storytelling better. However, they are right now doing something on NXT, okay? And I'm going to make this sweet. There's a group on NXT, and I can't think of the name, but they're basically invading. And they've been doing something online. Now, the thing they've been doing is they keep cutting these promos where they keep saying, no one is safe. I can't think of the kid's name. He's a young guy, but he's been kind of fighting them. They just did a six-man tag match, and Bobo Remy or something like that is our name. Trick Williams. They got into a fight. Basically, and WWE with NXT, WWE, they're kind of doing the stuff I don't like either, where they're not, because these guys who are supposed to be going against NXT had an entrance, came down to the ring, fought these guys, and they're saying no one is safe. I don't like the invasion storylines where the group is still within the company. They're still treating it like in the company. DX, they invaded at times like WWE, but they went against, they were still part of WWE. You know what I mean? It was like that kind of thing. The NWO in the beginning was not part of WCW. Then they kind of wrote them in there, but they always treated it as like a separate thing. Right now, I don't like what they're doing. I really don't like what they're doing in AEW. It's just annoying to watch, and it's just the storytelling on AEW has kind of hit the point for me where I'm watching it, but I'm sitting here going like, there's no reason reason for what they're doing. Their storylines are like this and up and down and taking turns that aren't the kind of turns where you're going, oh, I didn't see that coming. You're taking the turns where you're going, why the hell are you doing that? Doesn't make any sense. WWE, NXT, their storylines aren't quite as like jagged. They're not, they have more straight, more of a path to them, little cuts here and there. So, and I can still, sometimes they get me in WWE, but I would like to think I'm pretty good at seeing kind of what's coming now. But I don't know. This is my rant on that. Just storytelling needs to be better. AEW, you got to do so much better. You going into your big event in July. If you want to get fans, you got to give them a reason to go. Right now, AEW, there is nothing story-wise that is making me go, oh my God, I didn't see that coming. It's just stupid. I forgot about the Young Bucks. I'll be honest with you. I forgot about them. I thought they'd pop up. When they popped up, when I saw how they did it, when I saw the reviews and I saw the clips, I was kind of like, really? That's and the lights out thing is getting kind of old. It's everybody's doing WWE, AEW. They're doing the lights out. The thing now is to turn the lights out and the guy shows in the ring. I don't know how you make it any different, but I would like to see them try to do something different. I don't know what, but it's kind of like, oh, lights go out. Okay, lights use in the ring. I don't know, do something different. Think of something new. That's what I want these companies to do now. Now I want WWE, I want AEW to do something the other one hasn't, or do it in such a way that it's new to again. So, all right, I've been ranting here for like 12 minutes, guys. I just had to get that off my chest. Stomach's growling a little bit. I'm having a sip of soda. Excuse me one moment. Go Giants. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. I'm going to watch Dynamite tonight. I'm praying it's decent. We'll see. But, let's see if I might have something up Friday, after SmackDown. We're getting close to WrestleMania. I'm definitely have something up for that and after that. But, all right, guys. You have a good one. As always, I'm going to get to my ready, set, peace.